water soluble? Do you want it to be water resistant? Do you want your pets to be deciding their own species? Do you want it to last longer? Do you want it to be bigger? Do you want it to be smaller? Do you want some more? Would you like some more? Do you want some more? You want a little bit less? Here's some more. Is it, do you wanna tighten up? Do you want to tighten up? That's what we do around here, baby. We tighten up. But if it's, you want it to be a little bit looser, we also got a little bit, we can work on that, make it a little bit looser. I got you, you got me, baby boy, baby girl. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. It is September 15th, 2021. Man, oh man, halfway through September. Jeez Louise, where's the time going? It's flying by. It's flying. It's moving at the speed of sound and light super fast. You can't catch up. I can't. It's that you just got to take it day by day. Take it day by day. That's what it is. Man, so many things happening. We're halfway through the week. Things are changing. Things are evolving. The other day on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. Monday I went out there, and that's the thing, man. For the first time, your boy went out there and voted. Voted like a G, like a gentleman. You feel me? Casting away ballots. Dude, I've never done it before. This was my first time in my adult life that I've gone ahead and, casted something in terms of, I've casted different things. I cast a little net, catch a fish. Cast a couple of, I'll cast a couple of webs, dude. I'll help out a couple of spiders. I'll cast a couple of webs out there. Cast a few spells on myself, That's what it is. But that's the thing. This time I went out there and casted a ballot and voted. First time doing it. It was I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because I've given them the reason why I've not ever voted in my life. Again, younger, being a little bit more skeptical of the whole system. Like, how do you bring change? You bring it from the outside. And then I'm also about that. But this time, I'm like, you know what? Things are, let's try something a little bit different. I'm not condoning nothing. You do you. If you think it's the best thing to do, you do that. If you don't want, whatever it is, man. I'm not championing anything, especially the fact that it's been my first time. I can't be front now here. Maybe the next time I vote and I got 2 under my belt, then I can look down on people who don't vote. Shame on you for not preserving democracy. But then whatever it is, dude, we're all pitching in, doing our best. But that's the thing. I got, the whole time I've been thinking election here in Canada's, on the 20th. So we had a few. It was a snap election. It was one of those things you snap, boom, election. It was a snap election. So not a lot of time to get to know what do we even, what's going on? Who are my candidates? What you gotta look for your local candidate, and then they cast a vote, and then there's a number of seats in the parliament. Everybody's got to get the most seats. It's you're playing that Russian roulette, baby. You're playing that duck, duck, goose, duck, and you keep going around until someone's rising up, and someone's that goose, and you're like, is it this guy or is it that lady? And you want to make the best decision. You want to elect the best goose or geese. You want the best candidate, and that was the thing. I've never been affiliated with any part. Never leaned to the left, never leaned to the right. I do a lot of leaning. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm kind of a lean fella right here, but we lean a different way. We lean in different directions, and I've never been able to be like, oh, I'm a liberal or I'm a conservative or I'm green. I'm yellow. Nah, not yellow. Purple. It's all the colors. So I'm just I'm like, which one's and some of them, they do a color coding system, right? I'm like, do I just, close my eyes and do a taste test? Which one of the Skittles do I like? The taste, the rainbows. I'm just trying to make the best decision with all my, with all that knowledge and that reservoir, some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's not even, some of it's just there. I don't even know how it got there. Somebody put it there, but that's the thing. I'm just trying to, which one do I like better? Is it the greens? Is it the reds? Is it the purps? Is it the browns? Is it the yellows? And I'm just trying to pick the best color. I'm just trying to pick the best candidate at the situation. And so, if it was not a snap election, I think I would have voted differently. But this time, because I think we need to just, help the tide shift a little bit, I'm just, and I'm not going to say who I voted for now right now, because, I want everybody to go out there, make your own decisions, and then after the elections, we'll talk about it and see who voted on the right side and the wrong side. Were you helping or were you an impediment? And that's the thing, you just hope for a fellow or a lady, and you hope for the best. You're like, oh man, I'm hoping for the best. That's what happened, man. But I went in there, very close to my house, actually. Again, for the first, I expected this to take much longer. Literally, from the moment I entered the place until I exited the place, did the whole thing. They check your ID, cross the name, this, that, and the other. You go down there, they give you a little ballot, few names on it, and then you just check. You just put a little X beside your favorite name or your favorite color. And it took like 5 minutes. It wasn't that long. I thought this was, I don't know, for some reason in my mind, I thought there would be lineups. I thought there would be, again, first timer. I don't know how long it takes to vote, dude. I don't know how we're voting. It's but that's the thing. It's actually not that, the method's not that schmancy, dude. I'll tell you that. It's I don't think the method's been updated in many, many years, because we're still using that. And I don't know if it's the best, but I don't know if it's the worst either. It probably is working to some degree. But that's the thing, you write it down. It's already written down. You just mark X beside the person that you want to vote for in your local jurisdiction, so they can, get all the jurisdictions and all the different areas and then put them all together. But that's the thing, you put an X beside a name, and then, you hand that ballot over to somebody who's helping with the elections. They're sitting down, they're like, this is all right, and then they rip a piece of that ballot up, and then they hand it back to you, and then there's a little box. Remove the cover, put your ballot in the box, and voila, you got yourself you cast it, baby. You're casting. And I cast it, dude. I cast it, and I don't know, dude. I don't know, but that's the thing. I was sweating so much as soon as I got there until I exited the place. By the time I came out, there was just like, I was wearing 2 layers because it was a little bit chilly outside, but I could feel, that sweat just build. I don't know why, because because on the walk, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna make, I think I know who I'm gonna vote for. I think I know which camp I'm gonna vote for. Hopefully a little bit of change. We're in it to win it. We're all we're all doing our best. But that's the thing. I got there, and all of a sudden it hit me. All of a sudden everything's again. I'm just like going through the repercussions. I'm who I'm voting for. I'm like, it could get better, but it could also and the best thing that you could vote for, or hope for at that moment is just like maybe another minority government, dude. Maybe another minority government, because that's the thing. Because then maybe in another 2 years we'll snap your finger, put another election, because that way we'll have a little bit more time. I don't think we had enough time to just hear everybody out, and the debates are, they could use a little bit of sprucing up the debates, the way people, the way the candidates talk, and the issues that gets discussed, what doesn't get discussed. But that's the thing, I was just just sweating, just nervous, because I'm just thinking about all the repercussions. I'm like, oh my God, now you're taking action and you're casting a vote, and it's going to help somebody elevate, and it's going to bring somebody else. It's just like we're making big changes around here, you and I. That's what it is, baby democracy. We're doing it. So that's, I got nervous. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, what if it gets worse? But that's just, I'm always like, I'm an optimist, but in my mind, just because of the overall, the past year and a half, 2 years, and everything that my mind's always, I'll think about the worst case scenarios, and I'll also think about the best case scenarios, but I'm always just like, when it comes to politics, like you guys, a little bit hesitant, a little bit, you've gotten a few spoonfuls of that, the politics that doesn't taste too well in your mouth, and you're just like, maybe something else will be, a different flavor. But that's what it is. Voted. It's down in the box, and they're gonna take the box, and one's gonna sit down there and count, which is just, are you guys counting by hand? Man, do you count once, twice, 3 times? How do you who's doing it? Are you guys getting enough coffee when you're counting the votes? Are you being distracted? Is what I'm trying to say. 'Cause like sometimes I'll be counting stuff, and as soon as you get to the higher numbers, whatever it is, right? You're counting high numbers. It's 87, it's 88, and then somebody calls your name or something. You catch something on the corner of your eye. You're looking. It's that ADHD or something, or you're in an office. Sharon's calling you, and you're Sharon. I'm counting here. Where was I? And you're like 78 and 79, and you're like, you just what happens? Do you double count? Do you triple count? Should we? And then that's the thing. You just put it in a box, and it goes off. It's now a part of my body. It's not part because thoughts into words into it's now a part. I'm just giving you something that's I hope it goes to the right place and gets counted, and I think for the most part we have decent elections. Again, I've never participated. This is the first time, but how do you make sure that the votes are, there's always going to be a little tiny margin of error in every vote, in any election, but that's the thing, you just want to make sure that the best system's in place to make sure that these votes are getting counted properly. I was just, briefly talking to my next door neighbor. He's like, I went in there to vote and they gave me 2 ballots. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen too often. I'm pretty sure he only voted once, but geez Louise, what if, you slip in a couple of extras in there and then someone's just like, well, all right. And how does it, I don't know, dude, how does it work? Where does, I know how it works, but where does it, again, it's, all of a sudden you're casting something tangible. Next thing you know, it takes the form of an NFT. It's just, you have the concept of it. It's there in the ether. It's existing. Your vote's out there and in the right place. And you're like, okay, I hope so. Things to think about. How do we just make sure that we get rid of it? That's the thing. You start talking about these things, next thing you know, we're all on the chain, dude. We're all blockchaining each other. Just I gotta know where everything's at. Where your stats at? Who are you? Introduce yourself. But I'm just, and but that's the thing. Balance. It's all about that balance, baby. You feel me? Man. That was my voting experience. Sweated for 5 minutes, really intense sweating, because it was fine right before. I'm just walking, listen to music. It's another normal day. You're just gonna go there, do your duty, do your civil duty, do your duty, baby. Doing that duty. Feel me? Getting dutied up. Silly shit all day, every day, bro. Love you guys, man. What else is going on in this world, in this beautiful world out here? Just been reading an interesting article. Cool little art, we're bringing them back. We're bringing them back. What are we bringing back, dude? What are we bringing back? I don't know. Apparently there's some scientists, there's a group of individuals. There's always a group of individuals, man. These groups and these individuals doing things, and you just read it and you glance over it. Talking about bringing back the woolly mammoth, dude. That woolly mammoth. Bringing back the woolies. Apparently it's going to be helping out with global warming. I don't know. That's the thing. Immediately I'm just like, whoa, dude. In Canada, if it gets a little bit warmer, just saying, not gonna complain. But on another note, how do we, because that's the thing, I always thought, where are the eugenicists at, because they're always like, too many people, not enough space. All of a sudden we're bringing back some big ass animals out here. Next thing you know, you and I gotta drop a couple of pounds just to make room. And your boy's already dropped a few pounds, you feel me? And that's the thing, how much more can you drop? I don't know, dude, I'll keep dropping it. If there's a need for me to drop it, I'll drop it. You let me know what you need to be. If it needs to be dropped, we'll drop it. But that's the thing, bringing back the woolly mammoth, spending money, time, energy, and that's incredible, because a part of me is all for innovation, for science, but that's the thing, sometimes you just want to make sure there's the ethical talks about it as well. Just make sure you're looking at it from different angles and perspectives, because your intention might be positive, but that's the thing, again, I'm not the first to, the whole butterfly effect, right? A little tiny thing happens on the other side of the world and impacts everybody in a different way, and what have you. And now we're at that stage where we're getting closer and closer every day, merging with technology, getting that collective consciousness to be online, whether it's voluntarily via our phones. Next thing you know, it's this. Next thing you know, it's just right in you. Next thing you know, you're just it. And we're also, we're kind of playing like we've always had this, you know, whether it's a messiah complex or whether it's a god complex, we want to just be controlling nature and everything within it, right? We're always just like tweaking, making it better, fighting it, resisting it, trying to play god, trying to make man or women's without the man's or the women's. We're like, man, if we can replicate this, then powerful stuff. So now we're going in, doing a little bit of research. We're like, I guess if we combine a little bit of the woolly mammoth DNA with a regular elephant, get a woolly font, dude. We'll bring that woolly font back. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's the thing. If we're, that's from my perspective. We're gonna be bringing some animals back, and later on, this is, this technology. If it's, but that's the thing. Who knows what good? Like that's the thing. You and I will get access to like general information that gets like distributed for the public. But there's always these like, everybody's doing research. All these like in different parts of the world have different rules and regulations. Some don't even have rules and regulations. They're like, go nuts, just experiment, see what happens. But if we're bringing back the woolies, what else can we bring? Can we bring back humans? Probably at one point, dude. I bet, like, that's the thing. I bet one of the first people that might come back is like Disney. But it sucks for him, dude. Sucks for him, cause I bet he froze himself, or like they froze him. I don't know the deets, but rumors, whispers. Who knows? If you're gonna be freezing yourself, like you gotta make sacrifices, because technology comes in pieces, right? You don't have the perfect. You can't just be like 97, freeze yourself, and then like thaw for a quick minute, and then come back and like continue on 97. That would suck. But if you could like reverse your age as well, come back 97, reverse your age to like 35, 45, whatever it is that you like, right? And then live your beautiful life. That's a different story. But if it's the first batch that we're just like, man, sweet, we brought him back. We're gonna bring him back at like 97 or whatever their age was, right? The older folks, the folks with the life experiences, and you'll come back and you'll die again very soon. So it'll have to be like, if it's close to the edge, if you're close to the edge of like natural death, if you're sitting at 97, we're gonna have to keep freezing you, thaw, freeze, thaw, freeze, thaw, freeze, and it'll be hectic. So if you want to freeze yourself, make sure you're doing it the younger the better, really. The younger the better. Sometimes if you have a baby, you're not sure about the baby, put it in the fridge, let it freeze a couple of hours, think about it for a week or two, and then you're like, you know what, I'm not ready right now. We'll thaw this bad boy or bad gal out in like 10 to 15 years, make sure we give a good roof over their head, solid education, get that solid ed. I mean, you're not ready, dude. Why is it always on their terms? Sure, you can come out the womb, but now it's all about how much room and space we got, really. It's all about just like, where are you at? Where am I at? But can you bring people back? That's what I'm wondering. That's one of the questions. So if you can bring animals back, and again, this is just an article that you read until actually, but we got so many technologies, right? We're cloning, we're growing human body parts in animals, animal hybrids. Things are happening. Okay, it's freaky times, freaky deaky. It's getting there, little by little. It's just good to have, because who else can you bring back, dude? Low key, who else can you bring? People are gonna go back for like, can we bring back, if we bring back some, are we gonna bring back, find a little cloth with some like Jesus DNA on it, and boom, Jesus is back, dude. Just next thing you know, free wine for everybody. This guy's just out there serving everybody wine. Crackers and cheese and wine, dude. And everybody's just like, chill for a moment, which would be super nice. We're gonna bring back somebody. Let's bring back Jay, but also if he's gonna come back, let him come back on his own time. It's like dropping an album. You got to be ready. Let him come out when he wants to come out, and be like, yo, yeah, chill. But that's somebody, that's maybe the positive, because you have like, you'd have the nice scientists, and then if you think there's no evil scientists out there, you're nuts. Okay, you're nuts. If you don't think there's some evil scientists, or just general, like, there's a little bit of evil in the world. There's mostly good, but there's a little bit of evil out there as well. So if there's gonna be people that's gonna be brought back, somebody's gonna say, yeah, let's Hitler. Somebody might have a little bit of like, Hitler cloth DNA. Next thing you know, Hitler's back with Eva Braun, and it's like, what can we bring back? What can we not bring back? And again, these are like, who knows? Who knows? Asking questions, but it's just like, can we bring? If we're bringing people back, can we bring MJ back, dude? Like, just, I don't care about the, like, I don't know what the music. Like, that's the thing. Music wise, I like always. Oh, it sucks that he died so early. And it's, speaking of, man, don't want to take this. Yeah, you always hear news about like people like, preserve yourselves. I just want everybody to be happy and healthy. That's all I'm saying, dude. But let's bring back some nice music, Isn't it crazy? Like, if it was, I'm amazed at the amount of influence one person can have on music. Even till now, I don't know like when the effect of Michael Jackson will wear off, but like he's impacted so many people in so many different ways. Dancing, singing, overall just entertainer. Jeez Louise. Also, I don't care about not that I don't care, but like just looking at it from an art, like just the art aspect of it, amazing. And we, that was a big loss for the world, but that's the thing, we can bring him back. He'll moonwalk back. Maybe he's already back, dude. Maybe he's already back. That, some of you guys, who knows? That's the thing. Sometimes I think you got to leave room for possibilities. Maybe some people are just, some people need to get secluded for whatever reason, right? Next thing you know, you're forging documents, you're having a fake funeral. Who's in the casket? Shut it, it's a closed casket service. Or whatever it is, dude. They get into the casket, they're getting lowered. I don't know what's underneath, dude. Maybe there's a back door. Maybe there's a back door. Once the dirt goes on top, you saw the whole thing happen. Next thing you know, hatch opens up, bop de boop, little drop, running off into the mountains, get a little bit of a suntan, plastic surgery, that bad boy, change your name, all doable. And that's life. A lot of people, I like to think some deaths are like, that's the thing. Everybody dies. Facts. Legit facts, right? Everybody dies. But there's got to be a few people in the world who've also faked a death or two. And I'm not just like talking about, so just people. Amongst 7.5, 8 billion of us, I'm pretty sure there's some people who've successfully faked their deaths and have gone off to live wonderful, happily ever afters. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be, like, especially way back in the day, dude, like, not even way back, like 20, 30 years ago, oh my God, without cameras, if I was in my heyday in the 70s or 80s, oh my God, dude, every week I'd be causing it, like, why wouldn't you? It's fantastic. Oh, the advantages of faking a death, man, like, that's the thing. A lot of people say, some people say, a few people might say that Jesus faked his death. He went off to India. Some say he went off to India, put somebody else in there. And that's the thing. Back then, again, no cameras, no blockchain. There's no way to tell. For reals. There's no way to tell. It's just like, but that's the thing. If I'm going to believe in something, I like to believe, because it's more inspiring. That's like the comeback's for real, because, he's there. The offspring's been, the DNA's been passed on into just like discreetly though. You change a name, you change the last name, put it out there, upload yourself. But at the same time, I think there's a possibility that Jesus didn't, like, maybe he went up there and like but like he came down. So I don't know the deets of it, but I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, it's a story. Go along with it. It could happen. It could happen, dude. That's Jesus for you. But Tupac, another great example. MJ, who knows? Historically speaking, dude, if we're being like, that's the thing. Historically speaking, I actually don't think Hitler killed himself. I don't think Hitler committed to suicide, dude. I think Hitler might be wrong. Might be wrong. Who knows? Like if you read like conventional history books and what have you, it says yes. Went in there with a bunker, you know. Last hour is like, fuck it, dude. It's not working out. Bop de boop, right in the head. That's the thing. The evidence has been, you know, some people have parts of his skull or Eva Braun's skull or dress or something. The Russian government has it. Nobody can do research. It's like, can we do some DNA testing just to make sure? But then again, who knows? But you got to think about it as like at that point in history. I've always thought about this. I'm like, they came pretty close. The Germans at that, the Nazis at that time came very close to like winning against the whole world. Fascinating. And then you think that this guy who was like thinking about everything took over the world pretty much almost. You don't think he had an exit plan or like escape plan, dude? You think he just like, man, if they catch me, I guess just that's it. They caught you, caught me. I would think he would, you know, there's rumors, murmurs that he went off to Argentina. Who knows? Or maybe that's just that might be the mainstream. Maybe he said Argentina, they put it out there in the news, and then we're like, man, we're looking at South Africa or something. Who knows? Or it might have been the conventional history textbooks. He's dead, dude. He killed himself. Done. Dealio. Same with Jesus. Same with Tupac. Same with MJ. Or they could all be at different times, you know. Maybe they're all brought back right now, just like holy crap, dude. Maybe they're all back, just like, you know. Maybe they're all in Greenland, dude. Maybe they're all in Greenland or Iceland, just like thawing right now. Just like, you know. Just thawing, just, you know, we're like, man, we can't wait till we tell them we're back. Holy crap, dude, how scary would that? You're looking at your like hologram MJ. He's touching me. It's for real. God, MJ. Love MJ. But also, you know, things that you think about. You're like, man, feels real. And then Tupac would just like backhand you, be like, thug life or something. Just like, stop touching me. Because it's for real. But that's the thing, you gotta give them rehab, because everybody's from a different timeline. You gotta rehab them into the now, the present. The future is now. They can't be going around like, you can't bring back the East Coast, West Coast rivalry, because right now everybody's like in the art world, mostly, from what I gather, everybody just loves everybody, dude, for the most part. Unless it's like, unless you gotta go out there and like create some fake beef and get up in like a little scrap. Next thing you know, you're, you know, putting someone in a pretzel lock or whatever it is that you do, you know? It's sometimes, but that's the thing, you gotta update everybody so everybody's on board. But we gotta, you know, there's gotta be a balance is all I'm trying to say. If you're gonna bring back something, forget the human aspects of it, okay? Forget the humans. If we're bringing back animals, if the woolly's coming back, there's gotta be a balance. We can't just bring something back, not take something out. So I've made a list. Some animals have got to go, okay? We can't be bringing back large animals maintaining some here, like there's finite space, okay? What are we gonna do? Got a solution or two for you guys. Woolly mammoths coming back. List the animals that need to go. First of all, I know. First animal, what do you think it's gonna be? The first animal that's got to go, dude, or lady, what do you think's gotta be? Who's gotta go? You guessed it, dogs, dude, dogs. Let's be honest for a second. Let's be honest. Amongst all the animals, they've not kept up with the times. Still man's best friend. It's like it's 2021, bro. You could be best friends with anybody you want to be, okay? All right, let's get it going. Yeah, and all of a sudden, you know, we've just created a way to, if not dogs in general, like umbrella term dogs, specific dogs have got to go. If you're putting your dog in a purse, gots to go. If your dog's in a purse or in your pocket, dude, if you got a dog in your pocket, in your side pocket, dude, it's got to go. Okay, I'm tired of dogs in pockets. I'm tired of dogs in purses. They're not dogs, dude. You might as well go for a rodent, adopt a squirrel, you know. do something a little bit different. What's with the dogs and the purses? It was an accessory for a couple of years. A few celebs did it. It got popular. We do these things. A couple of dogs have got to. If not dogs in general, a couple of dogs, because I know you guys love the dogs. We gotta keep. I love the dogs too, but I'm just saying if somebody's got to, because you gotta have balance. It's got to be on both sides. But yin yang. Do the something. It's a hairy, big ass woolly mat. It takes up space. All right. But apparently, it's gonna be good for the environment. I don't fucking know, bro. Man, that's the thing. It's just like if you can get enough lab coats and glasses in a room, you can hypothesize and get a lot of funding for whatever the fuck, pretty much, right? Just make sure it's all written down in scientific term, and we're bringing it back. Why? Maybe there was a reason for them to go extinct. And again, this technology is just crazy, right? Like cloning's pretty fucking crazy. We've got it. There's somebody, there's a deep underground secret lab somewhere else, dude. Somewhere else. I don't know. Somebody's cloning something, dude. Somebody's cloning something. I would hope so. In terms of like advancement of technology, but also like, I don't hope so, because I don't want it to go, it's messy feelings, right? Just messy feelings inside all of us, right? Because we're all like, growth, progress, moving, faster, stronger, better humans who don't rely on emotions and feelings, because that's the thing. You just, right now we're talking about how are we going to go into space. We're thinking about it's not even about going into space, dude. How are you going to go into space? Procreation, dude. They're getting us to not want to have, who's they? I don't know them. It's out there, but imagine like you're in space, you can't have sex because you're in suits all the time. As soon as you open a hatch, boom, you're dead. You gotta have that. You gotta have sex with with body suits on. That's why it's great to not only you just got the technology, you put it in a petri dish, shaken, not stirred, put it in the oven. 3 minutes later, bop de boop baby, but it's got no umbilical cord. No belly button. Freaky. Okay? Because it doesn't need a mama. That's weird. Calm down. It's okay. It's all good. Really, everything's fine. And we're good. We're good. We're doing solid things. We're doing good things. Together we're bringing it back. But that's the thing. A few dogs gotta go. Next animal on the list, cats. Let's go with cats, dude. I know these are all the things that are coming to your head straight up. We're sinking right now, baby. We're sinking right now. It's going like mine's. It's also going down, but we're with it. Like James Brown, baby. You feel me? Something's gotta go. Either a cat or cats. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Every animal here walks around with only one life. These bad boys and bad gals have 9 lives. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? Showboating with 9 lives. Okay? Maybe 2 lives, maybe 3 lives. 9 lives, bro. What are you doing? Just saying. And back in the day, they used to be used in ancient Egypt used them. So that's a thing. Reasons. They hiss. Sometimes they hiss. Most of the times, like 99% of the times, super cute. But something's got to give. Something's got to give. You can't just bring something in without taking something out. That's because every action has an equal opposite reaction or something, dude. But that's the thing. The beauty of it is that we have it. We could do it if we wanted to. We're working on it. And there's all I'm not worried about these things. Really, I just like thinking about these things because it's interesting where we're at, where we're going. And the beauty of it is that the first time it comes out, maybe you bring it. That's the thing. Your mind's going off to like, oh man, what if the worst happens? What if the best happens, dude? What if woolly mammoths come on Earth and all of a sudden everything's just changed for the better, right? But that's where we got to be careful because one might work. We might have the mammoth might be a huge success. Everybody's riding around on mammoths. Everybody's just like, why do you need a house, dude? You could just it's pretty much homeless under mammoths. Solved. Sea levels rising, fuck it, ride a mammoth. You're cold, chop off some hair. Why? They're woolly. It's all sorts of benefits. Right? It could be the greatest, it could be like the best, it could be the hottest album of the year. But that's the thing, we shouldn't get cocky and we're like, man, dude, you know what works super well? Mammoths, let's bring back someone else. And the next thing you know, what do we got? Godzilla. Crushing buildings, stepping on you. And then that's, again, we've seen it in movies. You're like, sometimes real is more real than fiction. And it's facts. It's facts. It could happen. Just got to be careful. At the same time, it could all be just, it could all just legit. Somebody could just be asking for a loan and like 10 years goes by. Like, what happened to that mammoth? Couldn't do it, dude. It was actually harder than we thought. So you never know. It just might be a Ponzi scheme, dude. Might be a Ponzi scheme. But get your money. Get your money bags. That's what it's all about. But if you want it to be tighter, dude, if you want it to be tighter, dog, you come here, we'll make it tighter. If it needs to be looser, we'll loosen it up. Whatever it is, you want it to be bigger, right? I know you want it to be bigger. What are we talking about? Your Adam's apple, dog. Who can't use a bigger Adam's apple? Oh, sometimes I wish I had like 3 times, just a big ass, just because that's what it is. Everybody's going for like, bigger biceps, bigger knee, bigger kneecap. Go with the big, dude. You walk around with that big apple. Oh, proven facts, statistics, talk about it. Ladies love it, men love it, and it's got utility, dude. Hang your keys, do laundry. It's nice outside. Let it breathe on the apple. You get into a fight. You give him a neck swing, and all of a sudden that's like an extra little fist, just like woof, all over the place. And we'll do that for you. We'll do that. Sign up now. Get all the benefits. If you like these videos, go ahead and like it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Search Rob Sadri on the tubes, baby. Get the full-length videos, and you want to get back a little something monetary, fiscally. You want to get a little bit of that fiscal, a little bit of that chatamula, a little bit of that cheese. Go ahead on Patreon, subscribe, see what happens. We're making things, we're evolving, we're changing. Baby boy, baby girl, I'll be back here again on Friday. And in the meantime, have fun, spread the word, talk about it. Love yourselves, love each other. Stay safe. Silly Willy times. Peace out.